There are times in life when everything becomes too much to bear. When the weight of failure, heartbreak, or deep disappointment presses down so hard that giving up feels like the only option left. But just before you surrender to that darkness, just before you let go, I want you to listen closely. Buddha once said something incredibly powerful. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. At first, these words might sound unrealistic. You may wonder, how can suffering be optional when life is full of struggle, grief, and pain? But if you sit with this thought a little longer, its meaning becomes clear. What happens to us may be out of our hands, but how we react to it, how we hold on to it or let it go, that part is completely within our control. Today we'll reflect on two profound truths that can help you find strength when you feel like giving up. First, impermanence, the beautiful reminder that nothing lasts forever, not even your pain. And second, the power of perspective, which shows us that suffering is often something we unknowingly create within our own minds. So let's begin. Think back to one of the most painful moments in your life, a time when you felt completely lost. Maybe you went through a heartbreak that crushed you, or maybe someone you loved passed away. Perhaps you failed at something that meant the world to you, and it shattered your confidence. At that time, the pain felt endless, like it would never leave. But look at where you are now. That pain might still be there, but it's not the same. It may have softened. Maybe it taught you something. Maybe it faded quietly in the background. This is the nature of life. Nothing stays the same forever. Not joy, not sadness, not even your deepest wounds. The Buddha called this truth anicca, the law of impermanence. Just as the seasons change, so do we. Our experiences rise and fall like waves in the ocean. Whatever you are going through, it will not last forever. There is an ancient story of a mighty king who once asked a wise sage for a truth so powerful that it could comfort him both in moments of joy and sorrow. The sage gave him a simple ring. On it was engraved a phrase, "This too shall pass." Whenever the king felt lost, hopeless, or broken, he would look at the ring and be reminded that his suffering was only temporary. And when he was full of pride and surrounded by power and glory, he looked at the ring again and remembered not to get attached to success, because that too would pass. So if you're struggling today, remind yourself, this is not permanent. This storm will not last forever. Just as the night makes way for dawn and winter eventually turns to spring, the pain you're carrying will shift. Maybe not right away, and maybe not easily, but it will change. Let it. Don't resist it. Flow with it. Life will hurt you, that's certain, but suffering, that's where you have a choice. The Buddha once told a parable. A man was walking through a forest when suddenly he was struck by an arrow. The pain was immediate and sharp, but before he could even treat the wound, his mind started spinning. Who shot this arrow? Why me? What if it happens again? What if I die? This flood of thoughts made the pain even worse. The Buddha explained that the first arrow, the one that hits us, is life's unavoidable pain. Illness, heartbreak, failure, rejection, these are part of the human experience. But the second arrow, that's the suffering we create ourselves. The fear, the blame, the regret, the anxiety, these are born in the mind. And while we can't stop the first arrow, we always have a choice not to shoot the second one. Imagine someone loses their job. That's the first arrow. Painful, real, and sudden. But then comes a second. What if I never get another job? I've failed. People will think I'm useless. These thoughts create a prison of suffering. The actual pain was a loss, but now they're buried in self-pity and fear. The mind turned a wound into a disaster. So the next time something difficult happens, pause and ask yourself, am I making this worse with my thoughts? Am I letting fear take over? Am I stuck in regret or overthinking what I can't control? Try to step back, take a breath, acknowledge the pain for what it is, but don't let it define you. The situation might not change instantly, but the way you look at it, that can change everything. Right now you might feel broken. You might think this suffering will never end, but it will. Everything shifts. Nothing remains the same, and the pain you're feeling today, One day it'll just be a memory, faint, distant, softened by time. You can't stop the arrows life fires at you, but you can stop yourself from firing the second one. When it all feels like too much, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that everything is temporary. Joy, sorrow, success, loss, even your heaviest burden. And when you truly understand this, when you stop resisting and start accepting, you'll begin to find strength in places you never knew existed. If this message helped you in any way, consider subscribing for more insights that will support you through life's challenges. Stay grounded, stay strong, and may peace find you in every breath, no matter what you're facing.